Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Diablo 3 Basics. Here with Crippy, and I'm going to tell you what you should do right after you create a game. So there are a few settings I think you need to change before you even get started. And I'm going to go hit a mob real quick just so I can give you a few examples of these. And I'm going to mouse over my skills real quick before I use them to help you give a better understanding once I start changing some settings. So I have a skill called Fist of Thunder. It generates spirit. It attacks pretty fast apparently, and it can knock enemies back. Then I have a basic attack. I just swing with my melee weapon. And a few other skills I might get eventually. I can't choose any other ones. I don't have any right now. This one attacks multiple people in a row. This one does a sweeping strike. Just tells me some basic information. So I'm going to go hit this mob once and see what happens. Okay, I heard it apparently. Oh, I can mouse over it, and it has a health bar. Well, I don't know how much damage I did to it. I don't know how much health it has if I just am wailing on a whole bunch of mobs. I don't want to mouse over each one. So you can change a few settings so you can see exactly what's going on in the game. And I think it's crucial that you do this. So you'll just hit escape, go to options, and go to gameplay. So what you'll first want to turn on is display monster health bars. So what this allows you to do is to see the health bar instead of having to mouse it over. So now all enemies on the screen will have a little health bar. So now I'll see their health. But how much health do they have? How much damage did I do to them? Well, we can change that. We can say, oh, display health bar numbers. We can also show the damage. Oh, how much am I being healed for? So now we can see I must have done 2 damage, and it has 3 total health, and it has 1 left currently. So I could punch it again, and I did 3 damage. Cool. Now, one other option I think you need to change before we start getting to a few others is the item label display. So when an item drops, it'll show its tag that this is a leather helmet for 10 seconds before it disappears, and then you'll have to mouse over the item. I think it's crucial that you have them on, so if you're running around and fighting in one area for more than 10 seconds and you come wandering back, that you are able to see all the items. Because sometimes fights might take a while and you have to kite around and you might not be able to pick up your item right away. So you should put it on push to toggle. That way the item is always displayed, so when you come walking back over the area after a minute of fighting, all the items will be there on the ground. Okay, so another thing you need to turn on is show advanced tooltips. So earlier you saw, well, this attack just did a rapid series of punches. Well, now you can see it does 110% weapon damage. Oh, this one does 2 to 3. The other skills I had looked at earlier, well, they tell me a little bit more. It does it in a straight line for 25 yards after a 3rd hit. This one does a few other things. Pretty exciting. It tells you exactly what you're going to do. And I think this is crucial that you know to help maximize your character. And the last thing is that I want to change is important to character customization. So we couldn't change any other skills other than these 3 on this left click. Well, I might want other skills on my left click later. Well, we can do this. By default, they don't want you to. What we do is we turn on elective mode. This gives you free choice of your character. So now when I go to my skills tab and I want to change my skills, I can select through all my skills. They're not activated yet, but if they were, I could click on Lashing Tail Kick and choose that on my left click, or Wave of Light. I'm not restricted anymore to any of these primary skills. As you can see, as you level up, you open up more skill slots. Well, I would only be able to get a defensive slot in this slot over here if I didn't allow elective mode. Well, I might want offensive abilities, or all offensive abilities, because some fight might not need me to have defensive skills. So it's important that you turn on those few settings that I just recommended. And that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoy it. And apply these settings right away, so right when you hop in the game you can see exactly what's going on. You see mob's health, your damage. It just makes it a little bit more interactive and fun. I'll see you guys next time on Diablo 3 Basics.